Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Mega Shadow Fist, and welcome to my next series. And for this series, we're playing 2064 Read-Only Memories, or ROM for short. Now, for those of you who are a bit more tech-savvy, you should know you have your two general types of memory on your computer. You have your RAM, or your randomly accessed memories, and then you have your ROM, or your read-only memories, which is basically just like data chips on your little circuit board that contains like the general information that your computer needs to boot up, so it's like a functioning thing, essentially. Like, I'm not really good at explaining it, but that's basically the gist of it. Now, this is a game that I understand has a little bit of a following to it. I'm not quite sure how popular it is, but I do know that Matterwollen's YouTuber that I follow did a playthrough of it not too long ago. I think she only finished it like a week or two ago. I didn't watch it because I had actually been planning on doing this game for a long time. I got it on the Steam fall sale back in November. So interesting little game. I'm excited for it. I think you can tell by the general gist here that it kind of has that VA11 vibe to it, which is why I chose it. Going to options here. I have the voiceovers turned off because, generally speaking, I generally tend to prefer to do the voices myself. It recently got a full voiceover thing, as you can see, 2017, like a month or two ago. But I think it's more fun for me to do the voices like myself. So if you don't want the voice, if you came for the voices, unfortunately, this is not the series for you. However, from my understanding, like, it kind of freaked me out. Like, I actually started this episode several times. Turning the voiceovers off does not actually turn off the voices for the intro and the ending thing. So we're gonna hear Dave Fennoy's voice for a bit, but yeah, I think that's like my general housekeeping that I have for this series so far. So let's go to a new game. We didn't really get very far in the continue. That was just me messing with things for a bit just to make sure that everything was going good. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to yes. MidBoss presents
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the human revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
"2064 Read-Only Memories, a new cyberpunk adventure." Okay, is it just going to... Okay, it's fading out. And... Wait for it. Prologue. And wait for it, here we go. December 20th, 2064, Neo San Francisco, outer sunset. Okay, home sweet home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. So, nice little intro done by Dave Fennoy. Personally, I would have preferred to have done that myself, but it was a nice little intro. Actually, a couple of things though that I have to ask. Does this game actually take place in the same universe as VA11? Because, I thought that, the similarities were just going to be that this takes place in Neo San Francisco, and that Neo San Francisco happened to be a place that was mentioned in VA11, but I think there might be more to it than that, because as you saw in the intro, for those of you who have played VA11 or watched my VA11 series, you saw the augmented eye. So, I'm wondering if these take place in the same universe or not. I could Google that right now, but, I already talked too much. Let's just go ahead and get into things. So, this game obviously isn't going to be exactly the same as VA11. Obviously, we aren't going to be serving drinks and changing lives, but it's a general point-and-click game, I suppose. Yeah. Now, actually, like I said, I believe I'm recording this, an hour or so after, or at least I think I did. Maybe it wasn't the failed recordings for Always Sometimes Monsters. I wanted to start this a lot earlier, but for some reason Fraps wasn't working. Then I tried to go to OBS. I downloaded OBS, tried to get that to work. That wouldn't work. And then I booted the game up again, and all of a sudden Fraps is working again, and then all sorts of other issues. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see what we got here. I actually isn't Controller Companion, by the way, because even though this game has 100% controller support, it was kind of weird. It wasn't working right, so I just used Controller Companion instead. Sheet of paper. Oh, so we can look at sheet of paper, we can pick up sheet of paper, or we can talk to sheet of paper. Let's talk to it. A page only holds the opinions of its authors. This one's blank. Okay. This is interesting. Let's see here. Let's look at the sheet of paper. A single piece of loose, unsorted paper lies on the ground. Okay. Anything else you have to say about that? So you have to hold it and then pick up sheet of paper. Sure. It sort of suits the room's aesthetic better with it there on the ground, don't you think? Okay, sure. Fridge. Look at the fridge. The video screen on the front says, mustard, half full, spoiled milk, 10 days past expired. I accidentally said a bad word there. Use an item on the fridge. Open fridge. You open up the fridge to see a bottle of mustard and a carton of spoiled milk, which has developed an odor. Maybe the spoiled milk has one more good day on it. Maybe. I don't know. It's spoiled milk. No thank you. Heck no. Nah, that's just talk to fridge. You remind the fridge that you need to pick up some more milk when you go out. It jots down milk on the list. Is that supposed to be or milk? Is that supposed to be the milk video? Milk? You guys aren't even saying the same thing. Yeah, I'm just saying milk. Okay, anyway. Probably best just to make a mental note instead. You've had enough vitamin R for one lifetime anyway. Vitamin R? Is that even a thing? Checking my... This is going to be a very slow-paced, relaxed series, by the way, so... Let me see. Health... I have my iPhone health app here. Nutrition. Vitamin R is not on here, according to this. They have A, B12, B6, C, D, E, and K. Yeah, okay. I figured that wasn't a thing. Unless they just made it up. You can't just make up a vitamin like that. Can you? I don't know. Sink. Okay, let's look at the sink. You don't know exactly what the ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. So it seems we're in pretty terrible living conditions, even worse than Jill in VA11. Talk to sink. You ask the blob in the sink not to loiter, but it bubbles up at you. Have you guys ever played a game called The Ooze? I played it because it was on Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the original Xbox. If you had a Sonic Heroes save file, that and the Comic Zone are unlocked automatically. Running water might just make it worse. Okay, that's cool. Okay, anything else? We have a lot that we can look at, though, and we're gonna look at all of it. Like I said, slow-paced game. I don't know how long this game is. I should probably look at the how long to beat, but I think I looked at it a long time ago. It was like 8-10 hours, so this is gonna end up being like a 15-20 hour playthrough, probably. Look at the GX Ultra Beats headphones. A pair of GX Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You better try them out so you can start crafting a review. Oh, so we're like a journalist or something. Let's pick these up. Oh, I should have talked to it first. Crap, headphones add to the items. Okay, these are those GX Ultra Beats you have to do a product reveal on. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. I wish that they would say who was talking, because I don't know who's talking. I mean, like, I kind of just have to figure. Maybe, like, it'll tell me, like, if it's not just, like, the narrator or ourselves, it'll tell me the narrator and ourselves are going to get the same voice. By the way, look at stack of papers. A stack of papers for your unpublished novel. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I just finished with my recording session of Always Sometimes Monsters. No more unpublished novels. That's bad juju. Okay, let's talk to the... Most people write a talk on paper. You just talk to paper. Blank paper. Let's pick it up, I guess. Pen on paper is the most tangible method, but if you're going to be so sloppy, maybe going digital would be a good goal. No, your principals whine too much at the thought. Would Hemingway go full digital if he were in 2064? Probably. Ernest Hemingway? The author? I was about to say probably. Let's see here. Let's look at this. Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. That's what he said, at least. YMO? I've never heard of those. Original members are long gone, but there's been a sudden rise of YMO cover bands in Japan. Okay, let's talk to it. Why is this even an option? This is silly. Thanks for the tunes. Maybe one day they'll get released on Lips Music. Okay. Careful. That's a load-bearing poster. What does that even mean? I don't even... Okay. Let's look at the window. Everyone loves a vertical sliding window. Slide currently broken. Window being propped open by that book. Maintenance request pending. Okay. Talk to window. There's no one out there. Okay. Adjust window. Despite the smell, keep the window open. Better to have gross air than no air. Besides, the window's broken. So, the gross smell isn't coming from like this rotten milk or the ooze coming out of our sink. It's coming from just like we're just in a terrible rundown part of Neo San Fran, huh? Can I say San Fran? I mean, I'm not from California, so I don't know if there's like some thing where you can only say it if you're from California. Look at the plant. I've actually never been to California. Look at plant. This plant is in pretty bad shape. Isn't this supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? That's like a cactus. You get somebody a cactus because like you don't have to worry about watering it too much. Talk to plant. That does not mean that you should never water it. It does need water. They say plants react positively to conversation, but this poor thing might be too far gone already. Aww. Poor plant. Use plant. Careful. The poor thing is more fragile than a snowflake. Okay. Nothing about the coffee? This? Godot would not be proud. Let's look at the book. A copy of Wakefield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your window propped open. I've never heard of Wakefield before. Unfortunately, I'm not cultured enough for that. So, okay. Talk to book. You give the book a pep talk. Keep that window open. Hold your position. Don't lose focus. It's not even doing reps. Out of all the books on the shelf, you pick this slacker? What? Use book. The classes can get boring pretty fast after multiple reads. Besides, it's more useful holding up the window. Okay. The door. Look at the door. Well, at least you feel safe behind this newly installed security door. Talk to door. You command the door to stay locked. It bleeps stoically back at you. Open door. It's late, and nothing is really open right now. So we can go to sleep. I guess they want us to go to sleep, but I wanted to like do some stuff for her. Lappy. That's a cute name for your laptop. What are you, 4? Oops. Good old Lappy. It may not be the most powerful or the fastest, or have the best screen, but, well, it works. That's kind of like me with mine. There's seriously no one out there. That's kind of like me with my laptop. Talk to Lappy. Looking pretty hot there, Lappy. Like, literally hot. Overheating. As usual. Boot up Lappy. Okay. Lappy is a bit of a relic. What the heck? Yo! Did they just boot up? What the heck? Did they just boot up a whatchamacallit? Oh my goodness! You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Like that's yeah, like that's the sound of like a old computer. Like no, it's not. I mean, snazzy drives don't really make that sound. That's more like Anyway, you have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Okay, so we have YouTube here. Mel, whatever this is. Can we just click on them? I thought it would highlight, so. Oh, okay. Lips live. Lips inbox. Let's look at the inbox. Your inbox. A hell so terrifying, so specific, so personal that no other living thing should dare enter. Luckily, you're the only person with the password. Okay. Use. Spam mail. Read spam mail. Get Chap Crash! Only 99 credits for 30 days supply, 212 stems. Okay. Scam mail. What's the difference in scam mail and spam mail? Hello there, I am Princess Emma Thomas. Emma Thomas? Like Emma Thompson? Yes, the Princess Emma, heiress to the digital empire of the horse fortune. I write you today as I need your help to... No, actually, I think it'd be funny if we gave it like a deep one. I write you today as I need your help to secure my great fortune. You see, it has become frozen and I need to transfer it to at least 5 different accounts or the World Bank will seize my credits, amounting to 420,194.1 credits. Please, if you could send your personal credit ID marker to me immediately so that I can send you 20% of the fortune. I'll only require that you send half back upon receipt of the funds. So, why not just send us 10%? You may keep the rest of the money. The best part? There's literally nothing that can go wrong. So grab yourself some Vegemite. What? Are we in Australia? And welcome to the Queendom. What is this email? Rent mill. No, let's not work. Okay, work mill. Hey there! I'm the lead editor of WTF Sounds, formerly OMG Sounds. OMG Zounds. Well, Zounds, that's like an old-fashioned way of saying like crap or in the old English. If you read your Shakespeare, you should know. We're a new up-and-coming audio review feed leading for hot talent who need a platform for their work. We'd love to feature any product reviews you'd like to do for us. We'd be able to give you some great exposure. And if we like your stuff, could possibly throw some creds your way. Oh my god. I'm not even an artist and this is already making me mad. Don't they know people die of exposure? Bill. We'll look at the negative stuff first, last. Let's look at the promotional mail. Read promotional mail. A coupon for 5.0 credits back on a Hassie Infinity. A Hassie Infinity has all of your daily calories, with none of the nutritional value. Like the opposite of a diet version. The heck? What is going on? I love this game already. Like, it reminds me of VA11. Like, I think that this game is probably developed for a bit of a different audience. Maybe people who aren't necessarily as knowledgeable in Japanese culture, because like VA11 by Sukeban Games have that natural Japanese flair to it. Whereas this one, probably not. It's probably going to be a bit more Western in style, which, you know, isn't necessarily bad. But I'm liking the humor already. It's really interesting. But anyway, although perhaps a little bit dated, some of these references. Like, I'm not quite sure if people are going to really understand some of these 30 years down the line. Like the African prince thing. Or I guess Australian prince. Whatever the case will be, I'll see you guys in the next episode.